Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, welcome to the pregame. Kind of warming you up to the Oilers Rangers today. 5 o'clock start on the Mountain Time Zone, 7 o'clock East Coast, 4 o'clock Pacific. The starting goalie will be Stu Skinner, as well as no Hyman in the lineup tonight, dealing with an injury. Now, the good news about all this information is Vegas lost today 3-0. So that's some good news for the Oilers. The Detroit Red Wings do the Oilers a favor, 3-0 over the Vegas Golden Knights. Other game to watch out for today. Vancouver plays Utah in about an hour's time. As well as the Ducks are in St. Louis in about an hour's time as well. So there's been lots of score watching and scoreboard watching. Lots of games I'm going to be watching on my laptop, to be completely honest with you. Why not, right? Why not? Let's have some fun. Let's have some funsies. Rangers won last night 4-0 over the Columbus Blue Jackets. So the Rangers are coming in on a winning streak. Oilers are coming in on a winning streak of 1-1 each. Hey, who knows? You might be surprised. Might be surprised at who wins this game, how they win it, and why they win it. Like I said, in net for the Oilers is Stuart Skinner. In net for the Rangers is Jonathan Quick. 9-6-2 record for Quick with a 3.14 goals against average and an 8.96 save percentage. Stuart Skinner has 22-17-4 with a 2.88 and an 8.96. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know, apparently. Sorry, I lied. Hyman is in the lineup. Wow. Man, I am out to lunch on my news. Hyman is in. Max Jones is out. Hyman was not at practice. That's why I was questioning. But Hyman in, Jones out. First line will be Adam Henrique, Connor McDavid, Zach Hyman, Corey Perry, Draisaitl, Brown, Podkolzin, Hopkins, Arvidsson. Your fourth line, Skinner, Jeff, Matthias Janmark, Kasperi Kapanen. Balance out the four lines, I guess. I'm not mad by it. It's exactly what this other team needs to do. Balance. Balance, balance, balance. As they say, badges, we don't need no stinking badges. That'll do, pig, that'll do.
We made it through the half marathon for New York City. Someone else on a run is Leon Draisaitl. He looks, he's better at it than I am.
Hey, what's good, Edmund?
I'm not sure how long this
Hopefully you enjoy your free time today. Hopefully the Oilers show up on time and win this game. Sweep the New Yorks. Come home for some good home cooking. We got Western Conference opponents from here on out. This is the last trip out east, playing an Eastern team. This is the last Eastern Conference team we face. So let's end on a high note. 16 games left. They're third in the Pacific Division. With a win, we jump to second. And I think they jumped to 3 points back of Vegas, if my memory serves me correctly. There's a lot of scoreboard watching with me right now. There is a lot of standings watching with me right now as well. Hey, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty dirt band over here. We're gonna have to watch all that. Again, Vegas losing Detroit earlier helps us out a lot. Thank you for that, Vegas. Right now, the Oilers are 6 points behind Vegas for first place in the Pacific. But with a win, we go from 6 to 4 points behind. We'll jump 1 point ahead of LA. But, again, LA does play today as well. So we'll see how that all... Yeah, Vegas got their butts handed to them today. I mean, Colorado got lucky today, but that's neither here nor there. That's shaping up to be a hell of a first-round series, Dallas-Colorado. That series may be the series of the playoffs. And I hate the way that these playoffs are set up now. You're going to see a really good team out in round one in that Central Division. Like, I don't care who you are. If you're not, I'm not a fan of either of those teams. You guys know how I feel about the Colorado Avalanche. Obviously, you guys know I don't have any love lost for them. But you're going to see a really good Colorado team out in the first round, or you're going to see a really good Dallas team out in the first round. It just shouldn't be the case. But that's the way the NHL playoffs and the cookie crumbles, as they say. Madison Square Garden lit up in red, white, and blue Rangers fans.
Now we turn things over to the world's most famous arena.
The world's most famous arena, the Mecca,
Tonight's colors
as some
are
people
presented
say.
by the Canadian Armed Forces and the Fire Department of New York. And here to perform "O Canada" and the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome back Grammy Award-winning baritone John Brancy.
Yeah, but they got lucky. Come on. Dallas, they blew a lead. They blew a lead that if the Oilers did that, Eric, we'd be up in arms and swearing at everybody. But I'll get to that. You're right. They did dominate that game. They took more shots. They had a lot more possession time. Despite popular opinion, guys, I do watch a lot of hockey. I've watched 2 games already today. I'm about to watch 4 more tonight. Hockey's life, man. Hockey is life. But I have an IQ of a 2-year-old and I have no idea what I'm talking about.
So God
It's just crazy to me, Eric, how every team does it, but it gets magnified with the Oilers fans and the Oilers. I do have a few Colorado Avalanche fans, and I've had them for friends for life. They went to school with me. And I chatted with him like, dude, how are you guys feeling about blowing that? He's like, whatever. It happens. I was like, damn. He's like, yeah, unlike you Oiler fans, you guys blew a lead and it's the end of the world. The sky is falling. Your team sucks. Trade everybody. Fire everybody. I'm like, yeah, I don't understand why that's the Oiler fan mentality. Like, it just... that's why I love other fan bases, and I love talking to people from other fan bases just to get their thoughts on everything, right? Like, Igor Shesterkin's getting back-to-back starts. Interesting. Played last night against Columbus in Columbus. All right. They must know something we don't know. I honestly thought it'd be quick in net. But what do I know? I don't pay attention to what the Rangers do, obviously. We're underway in the fourth period.
In the foreground,
I love listening to other people's fan bases and asking how the Oiler fans are so up and down. I was like, to be honest with you, Oiler fans are bipolar. It's got to be the only explanation. Either that or we expect way too much from a team. That could be it too.
Having won 4 of its last 5 to Madison Square Garden. Rangers
quick lineup change by the Oilers there. Interesting. Kind of sloppy too, if I'm not being honest.
Full change. I'm not sure, Louis, all season we've seen a team put the brakes on like that.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm not upset at you at all. And I understand why. Like, guys, I'm not upset. So in case you guys don't know, I'm in a little bit of a beef with a guy that calls himself a football god. More like football chump. But anyways, he thinks that St. Louis and what Holloway and Broberg are doing on St. Louis is amazing. It's not. I don't think Holloway is going to have a career at all. Yes, let him have this year. Absolutely. He's doing amazing this year. I will give you that. I will concede that. But he wouldn't be doing that on the Oilers. No, I didn't get it in time. But honestly, guys, Holloway and Broberg are playing on the Blues. They're not a playoff team. They're not. They could fight for a playoff spot. Their games don't matter. There's no pressure in St. Louis to win, like there is in Edmonton. They're just. We're going to get a penalty?
Not much there, Louis, but Nugent Hopkins. It is Nugent Hopkins to the box.
Huh?
And we were just talking about the New York.
Excuse me? There's a penalty there?
Last 28 without Adam Fox primarily. And that's the slash right there, that little attempt to lift the stick.
There was nothing there, ref. Okay, so now standard set, right? We're in the first minute of the first period. That's the standard. You put the stamp on it. Right there. You're calling that a slash penalty. Every time that the Rangers slash somebody, I want to call to. Not going to happen. It's not how the life works. But anyways, I'm not mad at you at all, Renegade, for your comments. No, I understand them. I also understand why the Oilers didn't match. It's bigger picture.
Fox will give it up and look to get it back from JT Miller, who's been a point-per-game guy since rejoining.
Especially for Broberg. Broberg wanted out. There's no.
Deal involving Vancouver. Panarin across. One-timer whistled off the goalpost from Miller. Now Panarin fires off the blocker on Stuart Skinner under siege early on this.
What a joke, though. Like, how do you call that a slash in the first minute of the fucking game? Let the players play. Oh, careful there, buddy. You're going to get another slashing call. Careful, Podcoles, and you're going to get a slashing call for that.
2 times the Oilers had possession of this in the defensive zone, and 2 times it didn't get out. And this is one of them, the second time.
Post count 1, except for it's a post count for the Rangers, not the Oilers.
But it's not hard enough. And it gets picked off. It was JT Miller that actually eventually cleared the zone for Edmonton. There's the
You could hear that loud ting too.
On the one-timer, and that's what happens when you turn it over. That clearing was
Afternoon Epic, afternoon Chemo. Thank you everybody for being here. 54 seconds left to go in the power play for the Rangers. 17:40 left to go in the first period. Evening now. It's still early afternoon to me. Good evening, good morning, good night.
Jones across. Waiting Brzezinski. Lafreniere across. One-timer flubbed by Vinny Trocheck, who scored twice last night for New York. Owners of the 8th and final playoff spot in the East right now. Here's Brzezinski. Fired across. Trocheck. One-timer.
18 seconds left to go in the power play. Just kill it, Oilers. Get your big guys out there.
Pressure on that side from Janmark and Wollman. Brzezinski tried to feather it down low. Lafreniere tried
Get there, get there, get there. Go, 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 go. Skeet, 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 skeet.
Never shot the puck. That second
Janmark is 1-on-5. There's a trip. No call, I guess. We don't get the benefit of those calls. Wowzers. Just saying. I don't ever understand an official on the NHL.
David and Draisaitl playing 5-on-5 with Corey Perry here following the successful kill and a steal by Draisaitl. Quick dish. McDavid a drag move and he could have pulled the trigger. Last two visits in here, Edmonton has exploded in the third period to put the Rangers away.
Bouchard takes a bad angle on that. Why, Bouchard? Why would you take that angle?
McDavid to Draisaitl, filling the lane. Bouchard, the pass off target. Shesterkin waits and then delivers one up the left-hand side for Sam Carrick, who joined the Oilers for the playoff run last year. He's played every game for New York this season.
Sam Carrick, pretty big pickup for the Rangers. Bouchard, you fucking...
Skinner gives it up, and now Hoffman centers, and that was...
Why, you piece of junk? Bouchard, you better go to Skinner and say, holy crap, my bad, man. I suck as a defenseman.
James H. Brown accident injury.
What is Bouchard doing? Like,
hitters in injury law.
pull your head out of your butt one time, kid.
Turnovers early on in this game.
Turnovers cost the Oilers.
It back to the opposition. Skinner recognizes this puck's going to nobody and plays it in the corner wisely with some pressure. And then for Corey Perry, he says enough of this and gives it back to Skinner to freeze and get some fresh legs on the ice. Fourth line out for New York. A face-off one, and Othman shot spun in the corner by Skinner. Othman, a rookie, played a full season last year in Hartford, had a 20-goal campaign down in the American Hockey League and won 2 golds with Team Canada.
There you guys go.
World Juniors.
There we go.
Here's a move by Jim Skinner. Looked like he drew a hook, and he did.
Wow, a power play coming up for them Oilers.
Jeff Skinner's strong inside.
This is going to be a long game, folks.
Edmonton's first power play of the night.
Good
job. Take that.
Don't know why that
inside.
pops
He
up.
recognized that Jones was being a little aggressive on the body, and he just kind of made sure that he drove to the inside. And as you mentioned, that stick gets in there, and it's kind of on the follow-through, but it gets tangled up in the body. He's also got his arm wrapped around the hip, so an easy call for the official.
I don't get it. Like, this is going to be the game that we're going to play in, guys.
And smart of Skinner to keep that puck pinned.
We're going to be all about the referees.
Play Alberta power play. Power up your
First star, referee number 1. Second star, referee number 2.
Only at Play Alberta. Rangers at 33, 28, and 6.
Come on, Oilers, go in this power play now. I mean, I wouldn't have called that a penalty either, to be honest with you. It's early in the game. Let them play. Let them feel each other out. But
without Hyman, your net front presence is Corey Perry.
And Hyman is out of the lineup. Okay. I thought he was missing, but I saw the NHL.com lineups and he was in.
Minnesota earlier this week. Louie and I were shocked. Backhand shell to beat the Wild. That was a gorgeous goal from Schneider. Here's Draisaitl. Down low to McDavid. Bouchard looking to load up. McDavid. Draisaitl sitting on 49 goals. He's got 100 points. He fires.
Kapanen is with McDavid and Adam Henrique. That's an interesting first line. That's an interesting top line. Kapanen, Henrique, and McDavid. You got speed. You got size.
Weaving his way through the neutral zone. Good work by
advantage had to make that back pass difficult for McDavid. So no speed, but Bouchard got it to Draisaitl, waits, and then tried to go cross ice. McDavid will pick it up. Adam Fox now in his grill. Back behind the net for Corey Perry.
Fox is back. Okay, cool.
McDavid.
40 seconds left to go in the power play for the Oilers. 14 minutes left to go in the first period. Both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play by the looks of it, unless the Oilers do something magical here.
Gives it up. Centering pass. Nugent Hopkins deflected away from Perry. And a sloppy turnover. That should have been out. Kreider didn't get it.
Draisaitl just gives the puck away. It's stuff like that that is bothering me. Lower body. Sorry, I don't mean to yell if I yelled. Lower body injury. They won't say what it is. All they're going to say is lower body. I'm going to say it's an ankle. He looked like he tweaked his ankle or kneecap. And nothing going on the power play for the Oilers. A whole lot of skadooshi.
Yeah, one bar by JT Miller went off the shin pad of Nurse, and that one-timer by Draisaitl looking for goal number 50. Good save by Shesterkin.
Here's Skinner behind the net. Arvidsson tried to curl it in front, and that was picked off by Trocheck. Will Cooley, who's basically taking Chris Kreider's spot in the top 6 for New York 5-on-5, will help get it in deep. Nurse across to Jake Wallman, and now Connor Brown. Soft chip, and he inadvertently put it into about the 3rd row at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. 12:53 to go in the first. No score in the...
You might lose that parlay. Good night. I don't see St. Louis winning. They play. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't see St. Louis winning. They played last night. As far as McDavid goes, he's not depressed. He's not happy. Let's call a spade a spade. The Oilers haven't exactly played good hockey the last 3 weeks. The Oilers haven't exactly been lighting up the scoreboard the way he wants to. And it's partially his fault. I don't know if you guys saw the Four Nations Championship where he was holding the cup up with one arm. I'm not making excuses. I'm just trying to give you guys facts and kind of lightening the eyes a little bit. Some guys are saying there might be a shoulder injury that he's dealing with all year. I'm not one of those. I don't think he's hurt. I just think he's... Hey, trucker, where we coming from? Honestly, I honestly think it's just he's going through the motions of we're on game 67 of an 82-game season. Been here, done this before. Let's just get this season over with. They've probably, aside from Florida, I think the Oilers have played the most hockey the last 2 calendar seasons than anybody else. Obviously, Florida's played more because they went to the Cup final back-to-back. But, again, aside from Florida, nobody's played more hockey than Edmonton has.
But we're on 50-goal watch again for Leon Draisaitl.
It wears on you. Short summers and lots to do.
Connor McDavid never got to 18, or at least hasn't yet.
Oh, he's definitely pissed. Like, don't get me wrong. The guy's pissed.
Curry, Coffey, and Gretzky.
Like, you can only answer the question of what's going on in the locker room. Everything okay so many times before you just... Enough, right?
Gathering speed. Down low in the corner for Arvidsson. Out to Kulak for a blast that did not make its way through. Might have been friendly fire.
Yeah.
Bolson, I believe. Chris Kreider.
I think he's done. He's waiting. He just wants playoffs to start, right? Like, we're either playing Minnesota or we're playing LA.
And a shot disappears in the leather of Shesterkin. Dangerous play up the middle. Turned it over. McDavid.
He hasn't shot. Notice how he doesn't shoot? McDavid steals the puck. He's in the slot to shoot the puck and he doesn't shoot. I think he's got a wrist problem.
In this first period, the Oilers have been able to pick off a clearing attempt out of the zone. And I mean, right in the middle of the ice.
He's played New York all year long. They have been defensively irresponsible at times. 19th in
Like, you steal the puck and you get yourself in a slot and you don't shoot that puck, there's something going on. Like, that's got to be a shot on net every time, no? What a save by Skinner. Stu's on his game today. It's only 2 shots in, but still 2 good saves. Shots are 2-2, 11.5 left to go in the first period. Nothing score. Both teams are 0 for on the power play, 0 for 1.
In this first period, no score. Draisaitl gathering steam with Connor Brown. Put it up the boards, and Draisaitl will get it in deep. Pursued, Trocheck did not get out, held in by Jake Wallman. Perry hovering close by, that's going to be plucked off the boards by Will Cooley. On to Adam Fox, who again, just coming back to that Ranger lineup. And spinning down, a turnover. Vakanainen to centering pass, and Brown could not thread it through for Perry. And then Will Cooley, a good defensive play to help carve it out of there for the Rangers. Another giveaway by Vakanainen, though. Brown couldn't find Draisaitl up the gut, in turn given right back to Wallman, and the teams just
Teams are exchanging sloppy passes. Salutations, buddy. How you doing? How was your weekend, my friend?
Came over from the Anaheim Ducks, but that was a tough shift for him. Schneider to Jones.
Glad to see the extreme weather didn't hurt you.
A lot of complaints in the New York area about the degree of officiating he's been getting lately. Goes in to pound Kulak, who wisely clears the puck. And now it's Matthias Janmark heading for the net. His shot deflected up on the plexi. Rempe was a folk hero last year. Spent some time in the minors again this season for the Rangers.
Jones is in as well.
And Edmonton able to regroup as Max Jones draws back into the lineup for the Oilers.
Max Jones will be a playoff player for this team.
On a battle, Jones wearing the number 46.
I have my playoff lineup written down. That'll be icing against the Rangers. I need to go get my book. Give me 5 seconds. I'll be right back. Yeah, Colorado won in overtime. How about that trip, though, on Makar at the end of the period? I think it was the first period or second period. Devon Taves trips Makar, and the Dallas player gets a penalty for it. Not the first time I've seen an own teammate trip somebody and the other player gets called. But that's where that needs to be reviewed. Like, you see the stick midair. My weekend was pretty good. Went and took the kids out for a birthday party. Relaxed, played some baseball, played some hockey, some wrestling, some golf. My Xbox got used quite a bit. 9 minutes left to go in the first period. I'll wait till the first commercial break to leave. That way you're not missing any of the action. It's a little chilly down here. I'm going to have to fix that in about 5 minutes.
Including a 6-2 pounding of New York back when the Rangers were off to a great start this season. Then they just fell off a cliff, losing 15 of 19 at that point. And Chris Drury made massive changes. Here's Kapanen. Well defended for line, but we're going to have another penalty on New York. This one for JT Miller. They'll be whistled for an interference call.
That's dangerous, man. That's fucking dangerous. I don't care who you are. JT Miller, that's fucking dangerous, you piece of shit. That is dangerous. You cross-checked him and you were 5 feet away from the fucking boards. What are you doing? Like, give your head a shake, man. Man. There's no need to make a play like that. Anyway, I'm going to get that book. Like, fucking use your head, you moron. Yeah, I see that. Yeah, I agree. He has been.
Now for him to stay out of the lineup with the hopes he will return soon. One other lineup note, Matthias Ekholm was discussed this morning by head coach Chris Knobloch. He said he doesn't really expect him to play Tuesday, but hopefully by Thursday.
Thursday we'll see Ekholm. That's a long break for Ekholm.
And that Tuesday
I don't like
matchup
that.
with the Utah Hockey Club. This is the second power play for Edmonton. And the Rangers begin it as they did the first time they were on the penalty kill with a face-off win and the length of the ice.
Wow, Joe, that's scary though. I'm glad you're doing okay though.
Power play goals back to Bouchard. Picked up his 10th game winner.
Shoot that, Draisaitl. Somebody needs to shoot the puck not named 2997.
Pull out a 2-1 victory for Edmonton. Chip in front, Nugent Hopkins. Bumped from behind by Zibanejad. And
Madison, Georgia. Well, we're watching it in Madison Square Garden.
Slashed as he cleared, heading off the ice. Good play by Miller right at the blue line. Second effort, muscles it down low. Skinner comes racing out and is able to chip it over to Nugent Hopkins ahead of Will Cooley.
Wow, Hopkins.
Who continues to pester. Bouchard.
You're not wrong, Barbershop. Our power play needs some work.
Center and a half to go. McDavid using a screen to the net. And a last second poke check by Adam Fox. And with one motion, whistles it up the right hand.
This power
side.
play is
That's solid work by
atrociously
Fox.
bad right now.
Known more for his offense from the back end.
Yeah, was patient with McDavid coming down and didn't try and
That's
reach
still
in,
cold.
take a penalty and just kind of let that kind of happen right away.
Arvidsson, I believe, originally had a foot on the ice. That's why the Rangers were lobbying for too many men. And then Arvidsson hops on.
You're obviously not calling that sit on the bird penalty either. No, I haven't seen that all year.
Here's Wallman tried to center. Now you've got Arvidsson looking for Jeff Skinner. Second unit on, and Skinner threads it through to Henrique. A blast up near the clavicle. Save made by
Our second power play unit has a shot. Our first one didn't do anything.
It's Nurse's shot. Save Shesterkin. Reaches out.
Our second unit is better than our first unit. What the flying hell?
Scoreless tie. Shesterkin, a couple of quality saves on the PK.
I don't mind this. Sometimes in the penalty, the power play.
You're not wrong, Kimo. I think it's time we start that second unit out there. It looks like they want it more. That dog is in them way more than.
Into the zone like McDavid does here, and a good job, as you mentioned, by Fox to stay with him as best as he can, pickpocket him at the last second, and then it's Arvidsson in front. He gets knocked over by Keandre Miller right into his own goaltender, Shesterkin. So you never want to push a guy on top of your goaltender. That's what happens, and not a whole lot you can do in that situation. But I like Arvidsson right in front, jamming away, making it ugly.
Shesterkin, this is only the third time New York's had a design back-to-back for their number one goalie. Shesterkin, 44 saves and a win back in February of 2020. And the last time, he stopped 18 and 20 in a win over Arizona back in October of 22. The other two occasions, he played poorly in the first game and was pulled, and then came back and played the second game. That happened once earlier this season. Kulak shoots it in. They've had some good number two guys with Quick and Georgiev before that.
And why they haven't had to play him in back-to-backs.
Offside whistle.
Offside
against
Oilers on that
Edmonton.
one.
Emerson trying to sneak one down low to Connor Brown, but that puck obviously exited the zone. We remain scoreless. 3 combined power plays, and neither team able to take advantage.
Well, for Shesterkin, he had the shutout last night in Columbus, only faced 21 shots, so not a real heavy workload for him, and he's played a lot of games throughout his career, so it's simple to throw him right back into the mix. It was Jonathan Quick that played the first game back in November versus Edmonton, 6-2 loss, so that could have played into it too. But I think Quick has also had some good performances against the Oilers. I think they just wanted to go with their number one goaltender. Points are so valuable right now and critical for the New York Rangers down the stretch, for all teams for that matter, trying to get into the playoffs and secure a spot.
Well, remember, Jonathan Quick was actually outstanding in the first 16 minutes of that game. Remember, Edmonton was all over New York, and somehow it was scoreless. Here's a steal. Arvidsson trying to find Pujols, and a one-timer ripped by Stetcher.
Oilers are all over them again, but nothing to show for it. Thank you, baby. Love you. Coffee brewing.
Good job by Austin.
Sometimes you need that 3 cups of coffee a day.
And force Skinner to play that puck back to Stetcher. Edmonton had 21 first-period shots and got 2 goals.
I'm actually shocked the Oilers didn't go with Picard.
The first period to kind of break that game open back in November.
You're not wrong, Joe. Like, you're not wrong. It's almost like, why do all our coaches go 97-29 together?
Not allow anything to go by him.
A trip not called. Like, that's a blatant trip.
Chip it in for New York.
It's okay, though. Oilers aren't going to score on a power play anyway. So you could give them all the power plays in the world right now. They're not going to do anything on them.
In fact, Connor McDavid only once in his career has not gotten a point in a game against the Rangers. Chipped up the right-hand side. Played across. Miller looking for Will Cooley and just out of his reach. JT Miller floods the zone. With Panarin back to the point. He'll get it back from Vakanainen. Throw it across. Savannah Jet moves it swiftly. Punch. Denied by Skinner.
Good save by Skinner, though.
Square to the shooter and holds sway.
All right, so I wrote everything down on my piece of paper here. I don't know. I just don't know who's going to be the third pairing with Kulak. You could try Emberson there. You could put Stetcher there. But honestly, the forwards that I see making the playoff top 12, Kane, McDavid, Hyman, Podkolzin, Draisaitl, Arvidsson, Frederick, Hopkins, Jones, Janmark, Henrique, and Perry. You got toughness, you got a little bit of speed up and down, and then your defensive pairing is Wallman with Bouchard, Nurse with Ekholm. Kulak with who? Who deserves it more, Stetcher or Emberson? Maybe we'll find that out as we move along in the last couple of games of the season. Either Emberson wins the job or Kulak or Stetcher wins the job. Leafs do the same nuclear option stuff, and it's the same scenario. I think they play the same position. I could be wrong, though. Like, if they play opposite wings, I absolutely agree with you. Put Jones with Perry. So you could have a line like Jones, Perry, and Hopkins, and then you have Friedrich, Janmark, and Henrique. You're not wrong, Eric. You're not wrong. It's the same results. It's when it works, but when it doesn't, it doesn't. No, that's exactly it. Like, that's exactly it, Epic. He's not flashy. He doesn't do amazing things that you notice. But what he does do is he keeps the puck out of the net as much as possible.
AJ Peterka and Moritz Seider. And I'm sure they're glad, Louis and Jack, that Moritz and Leon are on their Seider.
Both Seider and the Red Wings got a big win today, and that does not help the Rangers out. They're clinging to that last Eastern Conference playoff spot by a point over Montreal and by 2 over.
Oh, Draisaitl's telling the linesman, you got to drop the puck. You got to drop it there.
The stretch. Vital game for the Rangers. Oilers, meanwhile, can benefit from an earlier Vegas.
That's why I have him with Hopkins.
So,
you've got a guy that wants to work his ass off for everything. Hopkins needs to match that level. Shots are 6-4 for the Oilers. It would be their Stanley Cup for sure. Good night. But who are your teams you're going up against right now? Florida, Tampa, or Washington?
Down by Brown, who's been elevated up on this line with Draisaitl and has used his speed to disrupt and break up plays and turn pucks over. And
like, those are your choices right now. Florida, Tampa, Washington.
Eek.
At least the Oilers have Minnesota,
Good glove hand by
LA, and maybe a Calgary, Vancouver. An icing call against the Rangers. You guys know that I think Vancouver's going to make that playoff final spot, 8th. You guys said I was crazy when I told you Minnesota would be the wild card and Colorado, Dallas playing each other. That's not a bad line. I love that line. That is a veteran punch you in the mouth type of line. We don't need them to score. We don't need that third line to score every night. We just need that third line to stop the other teams can
Checking
score.
in with a 38-24-4 record.
You know what I mean?
They've had to do it the hard way.
You know what I mean, Gene?
Just 2 regulation victories in their last 16 games played.
Yeah, they did make it to the second round 2 years ago. And then they got swept by Florida. They beat Tampa just to get swept by Florida. Yikes. Again, I don't like the way that these playoffs are set up for anybody.
That Pacific Division title picture. Jump over LA with a win and back in the second place. Draisaitl and Nurse across to Cooley.
3.5 left to go in the first period. Nothing score. 6-4 is the shots for the Oilers.
And he was belted. Lost the handle. And the Rangers make certain of a clear. Cooley get it in deep. No icing as Nurse backtracking, hands off to Connor Brown.
No, absolutely make that the third line, absolutely. But I would love to see Frederick on a third line too.
Again, the Rangers are very conservative.
I think he's a third line guy. I think Frederick will surprise a lot of people. You could also put him at center.
The calendar flipped to 2025, playing on the second of the back-to-back.
If you wanted to have Hopkins up on the first line with McDavid and Hyman.
Building speed is carried to the net. Save made by Skinner.
What a save by Skinner.
Cleaned up by
Man.
Appeared to be available for a moment. Max Jones a shot off the rush. And Shestero.
That's, but like I said,
With 3 minutes to play in a scoreless first.
Oh, good transitional play. This was
I agree. I agree. Like, that's what I mean. Like, that. Now I understand why it's hard for our coach to put in people. Like, we just have so many good players on this roster that you could put in and slot anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know enough about Trent Friedrich to know if he's a good face-off guy or if he's just a really solid right winger.
swallows it up.
So that's what I mean. Like, if he's a good face-off guy, put him at 3C, have Hopkins play up with McDavid and Hyman, have Kane help out on the third line. Even on, oh, that's a penalty.
You talked about Cooley being elevated, and he's played well up in the top 6.
They didn't call that?
A younger version of Kreider.
Red Bay up top, Hoffman.
I'm sorry, that's a call against the Oilers, no?
Brzezinski. Red Bay back on top.
Interesting.
Fourth line out for the Rangers. Jones, a shot by Hoffman, and locating.
Sorry, my mind is blown right now.
Was goaltender Stuart Skinner.
Hopkins gets called for a little ticky-tack slash on the bottom of the stick. I don't know who that was. But the defenseman two-hand slashed the Ranger player, broke his stick in the process, and didn't get a call. The Oiler defenseman broke his stick slashing somebody and didn't get a call. I don't know what the rule book is, guys.
Throwing him out there. He's trying to work on his game, trying to be more disciplined.
I don't know what the rule book says on breaking your stick on a two-hand slash. To me, the evidence is right there. That's a penalty,
At 6'9" is pretty incredible.
Average is better than
Right, Epic? Right?
in about 8 minutes of ice time, just to follow up what you're saying.
There's a player there. There really is. And I know people are going to look at the negative things of Big Matt Rempe, but I look at the positives, and I think he's one of the few players in the league that you know when he's on the ice every time.
Here's JT Miller. Well, it's not so much the negative, but people get caught up with the fighting and the cowboy style of fighting. But
I love Rempe, man. I wish we need a Rempe on our team.
Yes.
Jones snaps it ahead.
That's way offside by Lafreniere.
That will be a face-off that comes back on New York. So all you would say is, hey kid, you can't fight like that in the league for 20 years.
And what I would say, like, obviously just keep working on that skill, but obviously when you see the
But when you got guys, like, I understand why the coach changes the lineups every game. You don't want guys sitting in the press box for too long. Like, that is why I'll say it's a double-edged sword that the Oilers have. We have so many players that are good that can play on the NHL that we have to sit good third, fourth line players. And it does affect you. It does affect your confidence and your ability to play hockey. Because you're sitting. You're in the press box, you're playing. You're in the press box. You miss two, you play one. You miss two, you play one. That affects you. You want to be in every day.
Getting a shift with Orbison and McDavid here. No score, 100 seconds left in this first period.
So I think next year we just got to go with a younger crop of bottom six forwards.
Morgan. More than useful player.
That way we can just have them play.
For Seattle, Skinner splits the defense to the net. Denied. Skinner can rebound. Skinner's just wide. McDavid. Bouchard tried to feed.
Bouchard needs to take that shot. Jeff Skinner does all the work, and Bouchard passes up the opportunity.
McDavid, little spin move, backhanded in front. Skinner's drawn
Another power play because of Skinner. That's 2 calls Jeff Skinner has drawn. Oilers are on their 3rd power play in the first period. Have done nothing with the first 2. Start the second power play unit, please. Jeff Skinner is working his ass off for this team. Love to see it. I love to see that compete level. You guys are awesome, by the way. My name is Matt from OilersFanReaction. Thank you all for being here. He's drawn 2 power penalties. Absolutely. What more are you asking for from the kid?
Another test for the Ranger penalty killers. There'll be 53 seconds of carryover time should Edmonton need it. McDavid's going to take this draw with Draisaitl lined up top of the circles. A bit of a different look. Nugent-Hopkins hugging the half.
I love the...
Bouchard right in front of the Ranger bench at the point. And the face-off one back to Bouchard. Nugent-Hopkins.
McDavid passes to nobody. 2 passes, 3 passes, 4 passes. 5 passes. I'm going to count passes. 6. Scores! Corey Perry! 7 passes and a goal. Too many goddamn passes.
Backhand whack at the puck when he's down on his knees after battling in front.
And as I continue, you know they get sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, son, it's just like a boy. Anything live, it's all good. Let me jump in and sing in the trumpet. A little bit of Monica in my life. A little bit of Erica by my side. A little bit of Rita, all I need. A little bit of Rita, what I see.
Draisaitl and Nugent
Wow.
Hopkins on the helpers. The puck
You called it, Trucker.
Are
you living in the future?
Into that high traffic area.
We miss our Northern Farm girl. Perry gets the goal assisted by Draisaitl.
Jeff Skinner a bit of assist there, although he drew 2 penalties in this period.
Well, you know what?
28 seconds left to go in the period. Let's not give up the goal.
How do you do that? You have to challenge. You have to put the team
Connor Brown on his heating wheels.
Your plan that has to dig in and take the ball. And that's one-on-one battles. If you're continually trying to pass from your sticks,
Pod Colson keeping the puck deep. Kulak keeps the puck in.
Skinner's done twice.
Brown shoots. Oh no! What are you like right there? Why would you even try that? Here comes the Rangers. I'm sorry, but Connor Brown, why are you even trying that move? You have the puck. The net is here. You have the puck here. Why are you going backwards? Mind-boggling. Mind-fucking-boggling. Are they not going to give an assist to Draisaitl on that? What's the BS call, Noah? Oh, I agree there was a missed call for the Oilers. He two-hand slashed that player. He didn't get a penalty. Which one was the BS? The cross-check from behind by JT Miller or the holding of the stick by DeAndre Miller? He held him. Come on. I mean, hey, the refs aren't perfect, man. We already know this. Anyways, let's get to the out-of-town scoreboard before I leave you for 5 minutes. Got a lot of going on in my brain. It's a Sunday afternoon. Usually I'm not doing these games. Today you're lucky. Oh, I don't know if that was a BS call or not, but I understand why you would think so. Like you've heard me say over and over, these refs are not good at their job. They're just not. These refs just are not good at their job. I had to get the scores lit up here. 1-0 Oilers after one. Shots are 10-7 for the Oilers against the New York Rangers. Halfway through the first period, the Panthers nothing, the Islanders nothing. Game still yet to be decided. Ducks, Blues. Puck drop in about 15 minutes. Utah Hockey Club versus the Vancouver Canucks. Puck drop in 15 minutes. Puck drop in an hour. Jets are in Seattle. Games that have already finished. Red Wings 3, Golden Knights nothing. And Colorado 4, Stars 3 in overtime. Now that you got it good and understood. No, you're not wrong, Noah. And that's the problem, is I think a lot of people sitting at home could be better refs than what they have right now. Well, you did play last night. To be fair, Noah, the Rangers played last night in Columbus. And you are playing Shesterkin back-to-back nights. That I don't understand. Why wouldn't you go to a backup goalie who has a lot of success against this Oiler team? Like, let's not act like Jonathan Quick is an old washed-up used to be. He is an old washed-up, still pretty good. To be honest with you, I would have played Jonathan Quick tonight. No, you're not wrong, though. It is a definite must-win. He's been our best player. Expect him to be scratched on Tuesday when Hyman comes back. You're not wrong, Epic. You're not wrong. We're not going to scratch Janmark, who does nothing. We're not going to scratch Connor Brown, who's done nothing. We're going to scratch Stewart. We're going to scratch Jeff Skinner. But yeah. You know what? You're not wrong about that. I've been watching a lot of spring training baseball. And those AI umps, man, they are screwing some teams over bad. But that's because the umps are making the bad call on the play. Like today, the Jays game. First inning, Guerrero drew a walk, which I thought, hey, that was a pretty nice looking walk. Worked the count, drew a walk, and they went and challenged the pitch. And when I say the pitch barely hit the strike zone, it barely hit the strike zone. Like, I'm talking... Oh, Jesus. That little black mark that you see there on my paper, the ball just barely nipped that black mark on the bottom of the zone, and they call it a strike. Like, I like the new artificial umps that they use in baseball. I like how FIFA does their goal scoring tracker. Again, to be an NHL official, you don't have to go to any actual training. Oh, I'm going to have to plead the fifth on that one, Giannis. All intents and purposes, I created it, but I hate that. I haven't talked to BW in a year and almost, it's been a while. I hope he's doing well. I hope that channel is doing well. I hate that I built it and I created it and I did a lot of work for it and I get nothing for it. But that's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to build this to what that is. One day. One day. Ooh. Are we cooked? I mean, it's one period, man. It's 1-0, one period. I wouldn't say the Rangers are cooked, but you're going to have to beat the Eastern Conference teams. Like I kept telling people about the Oilers. You know, like, I have no ill will towards anybody over there. Like, I wish them nothing but the best. I said that when we left. I said that when the split was very brutal and very public about why I was no longer there. And I wish nothing but the best for him. I will, like, that's one thing about me, guys, is I will never wish ill will against any of my enemies or people I don't like. That's not my style. If you're in competition with me, I will do everything I can to beat you, but I won't wish harm upon you. I don't want anything bad to happen to you for me to win. It's just the way I am. If I'm going to win or if I'm going to lose, I'm going to make it legitimate. So there is no, well, you only won because of this. I wish we could just get a point. You know what? You're not wrong. And you might still get it. Like, there's still 2 full periods left, Noah. But you, like I keep telling people with the Oilers, don't worry about what we do against Eastern Conference teams. We're not in competition against them. Let's focus on the next 15 games after this. When we play Western Conference team. And let's focus on the 12 games that we have against the Pacific Division. You win 9 of those 12 games, you're in first place in the Pacific Division. You're in a playoff spot and you're laughing into the playoffs. You hit a post on your first power play, but that's been about it. I don't know. Like, don't you guys have the Islanders in New Jersey coming up in your schedule? Like, if you win those games, like, let's be realistic. You lose this game, you still can win. You just got to beat the teams in your division. And that's what I keep trying to preach to Oiler fans. Yes, it sucks that we lost to Buffalo, to New Jersey. So just win, just win those games. Don't worry about how you do against the other conference. It really doesn't matter. If you win the games against your division or even in your conference, chances are you're going to make the playoffs. It's like I tell people around me and my family and friends, control what you can control and let everything else just kind of be what is, right? Control what you can do. Because you don't really have control over anything else except for you, right? Habs are rolling, Senators are rolling. I think the Senators are making the playoffs this year. I full-heartedly believe Brady Tkachuk is going to one-leg it himself into that playoffs. And who knows? You make it in, you might upset a Washington Capitals team. Just like with Vancouver, you make it in, you might upset a Winnipeg Jet team. Anything is possible. And then you've got kind of an easy but not easy second round because we know Dallas and Colorado. If you're coming out of that side of the bracket, the Jets, Dallas, Colorado bracket, you have quite an easy second round because I full-heartedly believe that Colorado and Dallas are going to beat the crap out of each other. They are going to beat each other up. And they're going to be limping into the second round, which happened last year, right? You're not wrong, Noah. I think anybody can beat the Caps. The Capitals aren't set up for playoffs. When you have Ovechkin playing 35-plus minutes a night just to break this record, that's not set up for success. Yeah, you're not wrong. That's why I want the Oilers to stay as far away from the President's Trophy as possible. Did they update who got the assist? Because when I last checked the assist... Okay, so Hopkins and Draisaitl got the assist on Perry's 15th of the year on the power play. Draisaitl continues his point streak. Love to see that. No, you're not. You're not wrong. They're not built for playoffs. What a play. Nice. Hey, I just don't like the Canadians are going up against Canadian teams. So, anyways, I will be back. I gotta go get some coffee. Enjoy the Ritz, my friends.
night was also host to the Big East Tournament Championship game. St. John's won the
It definitely
Big East
did
for
go
the
off
first
somebody's
time
glove.
in 25 years on the hardwood. So a lot of action.
Gullinson
in
and
around
Perry were having a
Madison
pretty
Square
good
Garden
discussion
to
there.
Gene's point. Here, it's Edmonton 1 and New York nothing as Connor McDavid with a burst of speed down the right-hand side. Shots officially down 12-7 in that first period.
12-7 for the Oilers.
And Nugent Hopkins assisting on Corey Perry's 15th of the year. That's the difference. Draisaitl's 18-game point streak now the longest in the league this year.
18 games for Draisaitl, longest of the year.
Was broken up.
All right.
Longest by an Oiler since Gretzky managed a 19-game run in 1986.
He's 1 game away from matching Gretzky's longest at 19. We'll take that. We'll take those. We'll take those victories.
Corey Perry looks forlornly as Darnell Nurse has to come all the way back. He looked genuinely sad there.
Hey, Dan, how's it going? Shesterkin versus Skinner. 7 shots to 12 for the Oilers. 18 minutes left to go in the second period.
Very aggressive. And getting behind the net, got a little
Draisaitl passes it to Stetcher. Stetcher shot. Ooh, that was a sneaky one that almost went in. Sneaky. Shot by Emberson this time. Connor Brown fighting for the puck behind the net.
Connor Brown whipped it around the boards. Kulak steps up.
Held in by Kulak.
Trying to dig in. Currently
Todd Colson keeps it in.
In the race for the scoring.
Wings got a great win today. A great win against the Vegas Knights. Oh, no, you're not ass. No. I actually like the Rangers and how they play.
Right till the end. Here's what I'm talking about. Corey Perry kind of sets up in Gretzky's house, and right there puts it through. And
yeah, you're not looking good today at all.
He was giving some credit to the stick that kind of just made him riff on that shot.
It happens. Still early in the game. Still early in the second period.
Once you're behind there, it's pretty hard.
It's not like you're in your last 5 minutes of the third period and you're still playing like garbage.
Talking with Gene Principe after the first period.
Schneider put it off the referees or the official's skate. Nugent Hopkins to Kulak, his shot. Booted by Schneider, sitting there for Arvidsson.
Oh, no.
And now Nugent Hopkins.
Hopkins is shaken up. No Hyman, no Hopkins for this game.
He'll shoot and charge in himself against Emberson. Kreider on top.
Hopkins just went to the bench.
18 goals, just 4 assists this season.
Down the hall to the dressing room.
Schneider back behind. Kreider running into traffic. Emberson trying to
No Hyman in the lineup tonight.
Soft chip out to Schneider. New York looks for the equalizer, and Schneider's shot sails wide. Then a big hop off the boards, caught the back of the net. Skinner still looking to locate. Put down low by Jones. Centering past Kreider, and well played by Nugent Hopkins. That was excellent defensive positioning.
Or was that Podkolzin that got a 9-2 got sent to the bench?
Right forearm.
I thought that was Hopkins. No, it was Podkolzin. My bad. 9-2, not 9-3. My bad. From this far away with the camera angle, oh, he got a little, dirty play.
Interaction in the corner, and I agree with you, Jack. You know what? The defending is vicious in this
Ooh,
game.
that was a little dirty play by that defenseman. I love it. I love it because I used to be that guy to give those shots. For anybody that doesn't know, there's no padding for about 1 inch to 2 inches on the rib cage. You get a guy with your stick right there, ooh, it stings. You leave a bruise. You don't have to hit him very hard. You just give him that 1 inch sucker punch cross check. It hurts. And the refs don't call it 9 times out of 10 because they don't see it.
The penalty there on Stetcher. Stetcher, well, he kind of flung the arm around and almost forearm shivered him in the face. And Stetcher's not too happy about it getting to the bench. He's got a little bit of a bloody nose in the process.
Did they have a 2-goal lead in Buffalo?
I actually thought he might have held Janmark down here on the near side.
Stetcher finished him coming into the zone, and as he was getting finished, he kind of swung the right arm and just literally catches Stetcher right in the head. I mean, this is as good as a punch in the head, in my opinion. Here's a good
I'm going back in my
the
notes.
First elbow, and then gives a little bit extra afterwards. But if you see him brace that arm out, that's the thing when you're
Dallas.
6'9".
We had
Stetcher, who's a lot shorter, coming into hit you. He didn't extend the elbow out, but he did certainly come through it, and that's the result right there. Is
we had a 4-goal lead against Dallas.
Price for that hit on the big man.
And we almost blew that game. We won 5-4.
Anytime an elbow hits a guy in the nose, that's. But again, that's the thing. Being 6'9" is that it's almost inevitable.
Refs have been doing their job. Come on, Noah.
Well, and there's been much discussion.
They've been great all game.
It's been an unhealthy
No,
standard
they haven't.
that's been applied.
Yeah, and that's right there's probably a prime example. I don't think the initial was he braced himself for the hit. You have to be aware of those elbows in that spot. With a guy that big, Zdeno Chara was the same way. Try taking a run at him back in his heyday. You were going to eat a forearm or an elbow, period.
I'm glad that was you and not me. Here's Miller. Shot, and that dribbled wide. Rebound stepping up is Morgan. He'll put it behind the net for J.T. Miller. Scooped out Sabanejad. Tried to get a shot toward
Just get it out.
That was intercepted by Henrique, looking for the home run to McDavid, who had fled behind Miller.
You're not wrong.
Played it well, though.
They gave up. You're right. They gave up 3 goals in the third period. You're not wrong, Epic. Their third period's been terrible.
Vincent Trocheck forced out wide by Kulak. Panarin guides it back.
The Rangers are so good. They have so much talent. Panarin, Trocheck, Sabanejad, J.T. Miller,
And he builds speed through the neutral zone.
Fox, Lafreniere. If you guys have a well-built team, and you've probably got the top 4 goalie as well in Shesterkin, not to get confused with Sorokin. Nice big hit there by the Rangers forward.
Centering pass and good play by Shesterkin to jam that stick out and deny Draisaitl. Panarin in over the line, hits the trailer, Schneider, little behind Trocheck, centering pass, the save made, and then pumped home on the rebound.
Just like that, 1-1, because the Oilers don't know how to play defense in their own zone.
I believe nudged it over the line. That'll be his 18th, and this game is tied at 1, 5 minutes into the second. Yeah, I think he gets a little help from Brett Kulak, who brought it off the line, but in the process of trying to clear it, goes right off the Cooley in front and into the net. Here's a big hit by Trocheck. He's not even looking at puck, boom. He puts down Brown, that wins the 50-50 battle, and then on the ensuing rush up the ice, this is a nice pass into the middle, and Trocheck corrals that puck with the skate to the stick, throws it into the mix, and this puck is right on the line. It's going in. Kulak saves the first time it's going over. And then as he kind of ricochets it off, he puts it off of Cooley and it goes into the net.
The hell is Emerson looking at there? What are you doing, Emerson? Are you guarding air? Like,
Created by Draisaitl. What Trocheck did is put it into a high danger area and hope for a bounce, and he got it. Carrot shot, spun wide.
this defense group for the Oilers needs to start playing more physical. We're missing Ekholm pretty bad right now, but 1-1 hockey game early in the second period.
Nugent Hopkins close by, fished out, taken and dropped for Nurse by Wallman. Shot was blocked. Rebound Arvidsson. Spins, dishes, one-timer Wallman, and he can get about 95 miles an hour on it. That was stopped by Shesterkin. The outlet to Adam Fox and pitchfork to him.
Oilers just can't let the next one. Rangers are a good team, guys. And they're fighting for their playoff lives, so take nothing for granted.
Panarin was there to get it on net, and Cooley mopped up. Brzezinski for the Rangers.
I don't like that we have Kulak and Emerson out there, though. That's...
At Madison Square Garden, telegraphing the pass, Morgan. Jones got a stick on it, and now he'll fire it in with help from Janmark. Brzezinski jousted one into the slot. Morgan hard up the boards. Bouchard's shot was blocked, and here come the Rangers. Renbeck down the middle, in on net, denied. Stuart Skinner.
Huge save by Stu Skinner.
To keep the game tied at 1 as Matt Rempe had a notion and busted down the middle, looking for his third goal of the year. And Skinner, who's no slouch at 6'4", stares down the bigger man and stones him. That's the equalizer. We're tied.
Closed captioning brought to you in part by Boston Pizza. A fast lunch doesn't have to mean fast food. With
Good thing it
Boston
was
Pizza's
Rampy and
new
not
$15
JT Miller,
menu.
right?
Get your meal in under 20 minutes or the next one's on BP.
I still don't understand what this defense is doing. Like, that's the biggest worry for me, is this defense without Ekholm. Honestly, this defense without Ekholm is not very good. A stick is everything, Bauer. That's why they cost $500 for a stick. What I don't get, guys, is they make us people pay $500 per stick, but they're giving NHL players free sticks at like 30 sticks a shot. Imagine if you just didn't give them 30 sticks, you could lower your costs so that the people that actually bought your product didn't have to spend $500 for a stick that breaks in 3 weeks. I'll keep to my Sherwood sticks. My wood ones that don't break. The sad part is Emberson looked and then just let him go. Like, what are we doing there, Emberson? Honestly, like, you looked to see him coming and you still let him go.
6'9", he's only going to get stronger. He's
Lord
working
Almighty.
on his skills every day. Gets a good shot away, and Stuart Skinner with a nice save.
The Oilers defense is
Gotta
something.
have some courage there.
I think round one he might just accidentally on purpose blow a wheel there.
Darnell Nurse left-hand side, Adam
He did
Henry.
score in the playoffs last year. He did score, I believe, the first game of the playoffs for the Rangers.
Well, as you've said, it's not like he's devoid of talent. He can play. But man, that was a lot of human coming in.
You're not wrong.
Skinner. He makes the save. And a chip ends up out of play. That's going to be delay of game against the New York Rangers.
Power
Unforced
play
error.
Oilers. Delay a game.
Century Casino.
The
All
score
in,
on this
all
one,
games,
too.
All season. Century Casino. Great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile Racetrack. Welcome to the winner's zone.
Their fourth power play of the game. You're not wrong, Trucker. Unfortunately, defense is a lot harder. Momentum. He didn't move out of the net on purpose. As a goalie myself, the pads are meant to slide. And if you have momentum going one way, there's no edges stopping you from moving.
New York gave up
So I understand as a goalie myself why. NHL goalies, you see it all the time. You saw it today with the Wedgwood. He moved right out of the way for the it was the Vegas goalie today on one of the Dallas goals. On one of the Detroit goals, sorry. He was way out of the net. Draisaitl takes a shot, misses the net, and it's down the zone. But I get what you're saying, though, Epic. Like, why can't he just hold there? It's not that dangerous. It's passing. They pass, and hope for a goal. Again, McDavid trying to go one on four.
That was Cooley with the play on the line.
They're not going to score on this power play, guys. Just don't let it kill your momentum.
McDavid will rush the puck in, put the brakes on, and feather one back to Draisaitl.
Right? Our power play's been garbage. 1 minute left to go in the power play. The Oilers have done nothing on it. Absolutely freaking nothing.
And the top two
Shit happens, though.
Perry comes off as well. Bouchard back to Adam Henry. Arvidsson and Jeff Skinner step across the line. Skinner powers through Kreider. Henry down low, takes it hard to the net. Going to see it spun down.
Down the ice. McDavid isn't I would agree with that if it wasn't McDavid causing the turnovers 2 or 3 times a game. And down the ice it goes. That'll do it for the Oilers power play. 1 for 4. Not good enough, folks. Just not good enough. They can't even get set up on the power play. That's pathetic.
And you don't see that often, Louis. Edmonton, a full 2 minutes on the power play. They never once got
full 2 minutes, never once got set up, never got a shot, never did a fucking thing. Great kill by the Rangers. Expect the next power play to go their way, though. Shots are 16-10, score is 1-1.
It was an easy clear. Otherwise, he probably would have followed it up, found the possession, but good penalty killing by the Rangers. Their sticks have been incredible, and they're battling in front of their goaltender, too.
Icing against the Oilers.
The blue paint area.
Icing whistled against Edmonton as Miller has come out of the box.
Okay.
Colson, none the worse for wear. As showed you, he was a little banged up earlier in the period.
Here's one good challenge of the rush, and this is where McDavid's so good, but Cooley, you know, that's a penalty that they've
great game so far.
Close to the hands of the
both teams are playing not to lose.
But lodges that puck loose. I mean, he reaches in there, gets one whack on the stick, and makes a good defensive play to break it up. Whether it was a penalty or not, that's subjective.
An errant shot deflected up and out of play. It's a remade Rangers squad that, after dropping 15 of 19, Chris Drury had seen enough. His team was 7 points out of a playoff spot at that point. And fixtures like Trouba, Philip Hedl, Capo Caco, Riley Smith moved out. And JT Miller has joined the fray. And some subtle acquisitions like Borgen and Vakanainen have helped stabilize the blue line.
He won't after this season.
Another guy.
I full-heartedly believe Gunsel Gullickson is out at the end of the year.
Misdirection to Emerson and Kasperi Kapanen with a clear back to center. Miller able to regain. Worked his way up the left-hand side. Zibanejad poke checked away by Kulak. And Kapanen tried to get it to McDavid, only to have it stolen away. And off the rush, Lafreniere pulls up, waits, fires a pass, crossing, and that hit the skates. And great play by Lafreniere to get back and deny a potential 2-on-1 for Edmonton.
There's just a little tiny millisecond late with the attempts to make plays for Edmonton, and the Rangers are doing a great job of recovering and making defensive plays.
Offside against New York, 9.5 to go, second period. It's been a fabulous week in New York weather-wise. The city streets alive.
Adventure more in a truck you can count on. It's time to Toyota. Visit shop.
Holy fuck, Anaheim sucks so fucking bad. Wallman's doing great. Wallman's doing exactly what we brought him in to do. Pass the puck up to the forwards, move the puck out of the zone, play defense. He's doing everything the Oilers are asking him to do. If only the rest of the defense knew how to do what he did. You're not wrong, Epic. You're absolutely... You nailed it. It's not even that they're bad. If they're bad, that's because the personnel on the ice. It has everything to do with Gullickson's not even willing to try anything else. The only reason why Perry's even out there is because Hyman's not available. Look at that. You put Perry out there on the power play. He got a power play goal. Maybe you might want to get Hopkins off the power play as well. Try something different.
Draisaitl putting it into the mix, and it was bashed away by Perry. There's the game against Montreal at home last week, and he shoots it right through Hyman. Just a good wrister with a presence in front. Tonight does the same thing. Just knows that Corey Perry with Zach Hyman out of the lineup. Corey Perry gets that job in front of the net. And for Draisaitl, instead of trying to force plays down low on a good stick-checking Rangers team, decides to thread that one through, and it pays off with the goal in the first period. So we'll look for that maybe in the next power play. If they get another one, they've had 4 already. If they maybe try and
Draisaitl got thrown out of the face-off dot again.
Look for that little tip in front.
Good lord.
Cooley has got the equalizer for New York, and it's another battle for Edmonton. Another tight, low-scoring game. Here's Corey Perry. Through the neutral zone, Leon Draisaitl for Woolman in front for Connor Brown, denied on the doorstep by Shesterkin. And the Rangers look for a clear and
You want tight battles, though. Jack, you want the tight battles going into the playoffs. You don't want any blowout games.
And for a team that's perennially a top 5 offensive club, it has been frustrating. Here's Perry, snapshot off the rush, kicked aside by Shesterkin. Evan Bouchard will walk the line. Here inside, gives it up, drag move. Darnell Nurse, beautiful pass in front. Draisaitl couldn't get a shot away, battling. Unable to clear Vakanainen.
What a poke check by Shesterkin. That was a backdoor goal if he doesn't do that.
What a pass by Draisaitl. A spin, no-looker, backhand.
The backhand no-look pass by 29. What a poke check by Shesterkin, though.
Has a dandy chance.
Draisaitl called Calvin Pickard's play.
Shots are 17-11 for the Oilers. 8 minutes left to go in the second period.
But Colson triple team still managed to get the puck in deep. Good work by Colson as Adam Fox locates Vakanainen. Cross ice to Brzezinski. Play is onside as he's immediately double teamed. Rempe trying to create
Cross check
space.
1, cross check 2. Rempe gets away with a few.
And it's really lodged against those dasher boards. Finally chiseled free by Colson. Hoffman turned it over. And here's Victor Arvidsson spinning, finding Nugent Hopkins, and turn Colson to the net. Nugent Hopkins.
Hawkins misses a wide open net. Dude, get off the ice, please, 93.
Just one goal in his last 17. Didn't get an assist on the power play goal in the first period for Edmonton.
You're not wrong, Joe. I remember seeing that video from his Calgary coaching days.
The trailer, Brzezinski backhander denied. Skinner in the rebound as well.
And power play Rangers, we saw that coming. I said they were going to get the next one.
Here a little bit, 3 good ones for Edmonton, all different ways created. Here's Brown with this one, just kind of goes stick to skate back to stick and gets that shot away, denied by Shesterkin. The spin pass right here to Nurse.
Rangers power
and
play.
A great read by Shesterkin as he chops that away, and then the drive into the zone. Good battle won the defensive zone by Podkolzin, and he's the one that sets up
Such a
Nugent
joke,
for a
Hopkins.
great chance. Just misses the net. Power play coming up here for the Rangers.
Colson for hooking. And he got a piece of Brzezinski as he was getting the backhander off on Stuart Skinner. So this New York power play mired in a dreadful slump. 2 for its last 29. Will get a chance for the lead. Got a guy tied for the all-time club lead in power play goals on this unit, Chris Kreider. Tied with Camille Henry, who played in the 50s and 60s. 116 power play goals. Here's Fox giving it up. Kreider setting up like Hyman does on that post, hoping for just a ricochet. Kicked out, bouncing puck corralled by Fox. Panarin to JT Miller. And back to Panarin. Wrist shot, saves Skinner, and that ends up flying out of play.
6.5 minutes left to go in the second period. 1-1 Edmonton at Rangers. Shots are 17-14 for the Oilers.
Just like we talked about, he knows he has big Chris Kreider standing right in front of Stuart Skinner, so he looks up, and once he sees that, he elects to shoot. And this is a good save by Skinner with the blocker stick just to kind of deflect it up over top of the glass. Kreider, one of the best in the NHL, actually the best in the last 6-7 years, especially tipping pucks in front of the net, right up there with Pavelski.
Called in by Fox after a failed clear, a shot Panarin, and that ricocheted wide. Panarin 6 goals, 12 points in his last 8. as the Rangers have heated up here to take over that final spot. But the Oilers have got to clear. Jake Wallman finding vacant ice.
You're not wrong, Joe. You're not wrong.
Setting the table for Panarin. Lost it at his feet.
I can't disagree with that statement at all.
And took it away from Fox, who recovered well to one-handed ahead to J.G. Miller. Now Panarin with Brown still pestering him from behind. Kreider will snap it around the boards. Picked up. Panarin. Quick one touch. Miller behind Adam Fox. And that'll do
Good thing the New York power play is just as bad as our power play.
Less than 6 minutes to play in the second period. Zibanejad.
And that's offside. 35 seconds left to go.
As you can see, this struggling power play lacking confidence.
It's a battle of dreadful power plays. Whose power play can be worse?
And they're buzzing. That was a real good penalty killing shift by Brown and Janmark, especially Brown using his speed, disrupting the play, almost pickpocketing the offensive zone, and then Janmark,
it's not an off-block system at all.
With his speed as well and a quick stick.
Clean face-off win for Trocheck.
You know the saying, anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you. Apparently it's a battle of this power play. Anything you can do worse, I can do worser. I can do everything worse than you. That's...
Heavy pressure. Jones, Brzezinski fires, and that missed high glove. Clattered off the plexi. It's Trocheck down low to Cooley. Tried to nudge it out in front. Taking Lafreniere. Shot Brzezinski. Redirected wide off a couple of sticks. And flashed up the right-hand side by Emerson.
Oilers killed it. 5 minutes left to go in the second period.
For 29 on the PK for the Oilers.
17-14 are the shots for the Oilers. 1-1 is the score.
Successful kill. Colson stays out 5-on-5. And now a battle eventually won by Podkolzin against Zibanejad. He'll chip it to the New York line. Miller one touch gone to Jones. Now Zibanejad heading for the net. Shot off the post.
Off the outside of the post, it doesn't count as an actual dangerous opportunity.
52 goals 3 years back. Jake Wallman.
Someone's going to win in the third period, yep. I have a feeling this might be another overtime game for these two hockey clubs. All right, McDavid, I'm done. I'm done, bud.
Here's Hoffman. Fourth line out there for New York. Hoffman got it in deep.
McDavid drives the net, and instead of shooting the fucking puck, he tries to pass it.
Draisaitl skates away from him. Eventually reeled in, however, and it's Schneider with a good play. Back up the center and fire it in deep. Panarin will shovel it back down low, looking for Redband.
No, you're not wrong, though, Joe. It's about time somebody showed up.
By Evan Bouchard, who came in tonight riding a 7-game point streak of his own.
It's about time Perry got a goal. We need a Hopkins goal. We need a Nurse goal. We need a Janmark goal.
Oilers have just 5 seconds.
A Jeff Skinner goal. You know, like, there's somebody.
Skinner.
Well, and they've elected to pass up some opportunities to shoot. We just saw
Adam Henrique goal. It's been a minute since we had that name called. But yeah, McDavid does all the work to get himself open, and then he passes the puck. You do the work, shoot the puck in the net, man.
And now back to Henrique, courtesy of Darnell Nurse. Wrapped around and a save. Shesterkin pushed hard off that right skate to make the stop. Jeff Skinner. The floater sent wide. Rebound taken by Panarin. And the breadman with a clear. I'm not sure Cooley got a stick on that. That's going to be icing against New York.
1-for-1 with Austin Matthews. Do it. Matthews and Dry combined 120 goals. You're not wrong, man. Like, you put Austin Matthews and Draisaitl on a team together, you can have one center A and one center B. Like, that's... That would be...
Draisaitl was coming a little bit later and out of the picture.
McDavid.
We can't talk like that because... Yeah, 2-on-1 for the Rangers.
2-on-1. Trocheck trying to center it.
What a play by Bouchard, and then Draisaitl overskates the puck.
Alive, however, by Panarin. Pass out of the Rangers
And the Oilers are trapped in their zone again.
Fought to maintain.
And that's icing.
Bouchard, maybe icing here. No, they're going to wave it off.
Oh, they waved it off. Okay.
Murchison said no. And
Yeah, Matthews does shell. He does do it. He turned into a turtle at playoff time. Absolutely.
Played second period. Puck up the gut. Was it touch? They rule it was. Bouchard.
You're not wrong about that.
That illustrates another thing, too. You saw that puck slow down going down the ice, Jack. It's beat up right now. The puck's on edge. It's rolling. Another reason not to try and overforce passing. Get the puck to the net. Make it a tough save for Shesterkin.
Multi-purpose facilities, you know, Louis. Home to the
Yeah, the ice is trash right now. We got a minute and a half left to go in the second period. And it's going to get sloppier as the game goes on.
Shot wide, and that came off the scoreboards. Not that I needed to tell you, Louis. I'm sure you were glued to the set throughout. Wristed down deep. Shesterkin. Keandre Miller. Puck jousted free and tossed back through the middle. And that puck will come to rest at the feet of Darnell Nurse as both teams shuffle the deck. Nurse gathering steam. Tried to put it net front.
1 minute left to go in the second period.
Tracked down by
Well, that's what happens when you have 80,000 things happening in the same arena weekly.
Adam Henry from the red line. He'll dump it in. Fox threw it around the boards. Kreider against Wallman. Makes certain of a clear. Bouchard across. Kasperi Kapanen. Chips and charges in. Carrick and Fox. Give it a look in the corner. Played back to Bouchard. No shot. Still waits. And now let one fly. It was blocked. Wallman likewise stymied by Kreider. Still 30 seconds to go in the period. Puck hacked free. Kreider carves it successfully off the boards and back to the Oiler line.
20 seconds left.
Bouchard looking for one last play to be made here. McDavid hops on for the last 15 seconds. Bouchard will give it to him. McDavid gives it up. Connor Brown trying to slid it back to McDavid. Broken up. Jones up the left-hand side through Draisaitl. 3 seconds. Gonna have to hurry. And the Rangers will not get a...
Just like the first period, nothing going. 1-1 after 2. Oilers, Rangers. Good period if you're a Ranger fan. They scored 1 to tie the game up. Not so good if you're an Oiler fan. They didn't do a hell of a lot that period. Boy, oh boy, but this game's going by pretty dang fast. Oilers took 6 shots that period. The Rangers took 8. Can't get outshot in the periods, guys. Yeah, both will be happy with a point. Draisaitl, Podkolzin, and Kapanen were a thing at one point. And then Podkolzin started giving the puck away a lot, and Kapanen stopped skating. You're not wrong. They don't shoot enough. They don't score enough. They don't do anything right now. Like, it's just a team that's going through it. Anyways, out of town scoreboard. Like I said, Anaheim, you suck so freaking much. Why can't we play Anaheim every night? We'd beat them. 1-1 after 2 in Edmonton taking on the Rangers. Shots are 18-15 for the Oilers. 2-0 Panthers over the Islanders. 2-0 Blues over the Ducks, scoring both goals within the first 2 minutes. Utah Canucks 1-0. About 3 minutes left to go in the first period. Puck still has yet to be dropped for the Jets and Kraken. The Wings beat the Golden Knights 3-0, and the Avalanche beat the Stars 4-3. Ugh. Yeah, well, you can get away with that, Trucker, when you're playing Eastern Conference teams. You can get away with lackluster plays and lackluster efforts, but you can't get away with that after this weekend. There's no more excuses to play this way. Moving forward next week, when you've got Seattle, Utah, Winnipeg, there's no excuse for you to play like shit. Western Conference teams, Pacific Division teams, you better bring your A+, 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 games. You bring your D game, C game, F game to these, why try? Why even bother putting on the skates? The Oilers play Utah next on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, they play Winnipeg. Saturday, they play Seattle. And then they're off until the 26th when they play Dallas. Then they got Seattle again. And then they play Calgary, Vegas, San Jose, LA, Anaheim, Blues, Jets, Kings, Sharks, and that's their final game. They're home against Utah, home against the Jets, home against Seattle, and home against Dallas. And then they're on the road against Seattle. And then home against the Flames, on the road against Vegas, San Jose, LA, Anaheim, and then at home for the St. Louis, and then in Winnipeg, and then at home against LA, and then San Jose is the final game. They've got a back-to-back coming up here too. I think they still have 2 more back-to-backs, which is freaking ridiculous. So what, the Oilers have 15 games left after this? If my math serves me correctly. We have a back-to-back next week, Dallas-Seattle. At home against Dallas, against Seattle, 26th-27th. And then we're off, 2 weeks from now. So we got Utah, Winnipeg, Seattle at home. We play the 22nd off to the 26th, Dallas, Seattle. Then we have Calgary, off for 2 days. Play Vegas, off a day, play San Jose, off a day, play LA, off a day, play Anaheim, off a day, play Seattle, off a day, play San Jose, off a day, play in Winnipeg, and then play at home against LA back-to-back, April 13th, April 14th, and our final game is April 16th against San Jose. No, he won't be back Tuesday. Ekholm will be back on Thursday against the Winnipeg Jets. as per Chris Knobloch. You're not wrong, Trucker. If you can score, why not score all the time? Dallas, they said. Wow, that's... Wow. So he's going to miss 3 more games? I thought they said against Winnipeg. Yeah, 6-2. And you guys were on like a 7-game winning streak too, and the Oilers were on like a 15-game losing streak. So we kind of came out of that losing streak and got mad at you guys for no reason. Like I said, the Oilers have back-to-back Seattle, Dallas. That game was ugly for sure. So it's funny. We play Utah, then we play Winnipeg, play Seattle, play Dallas. And then next night we're in Seattle. It boggles my mind how the Oilers have so many games in so little nights. Yeah, it is a sickness. It's the... How do I say this without sounding like a complete asshole? There's a super bug going around Edmonton right now, and it's affecting the Oilers players and the Oilers families. Without saying too much, there's a few players on the Oilers that have sick kids right now that are not getting better. And antibiotics and everything else that's supposed to be killing these things aren't. So it is a really bad flu bug that's going around Edmonton. If you live in the Edmonton area and you have kids, you've seen the effects of this bug. It's the problem of being an open country to countries that don't have vaccinations. And it's a problem of being a country that we just have refugee status for a lot of people that do bring in a lot of their problems to our school systems. Because in Canada, we have to vaccinate our kids when they're babies. And in other countries, they don't have that regulation or that type of medical awareness. So you have that, and it affects us all. Thankfully, my 5-year-old has an immune system of warthog, and she doesn't get sick with superbugs. Yeah, Bob Stoffer looks like he's about ready with the road trip being done. Him like a bunch of other Oilers, we're just done with it. You're not wrong. You may not be wrong about that too. There could be a lingering injury that we don't want to talk about. But I know for some players that have young kids, one of their kids was just in a hospital for 10 days. And they're here instead of at home because this is their job. Can you imagine that, though, as a dad? Like me being a dad of 5 kids and little ones, being on the road and knowing that your family member is in a hospital and there's nothing you can do. You're not doing any good sitting there being somber, being an idiot, but you're not doing anything, you're not helping by going away either, you know? Like, it's got to weigh on a person's mind. I know it weighed on my mind when my son was in NICU for 45 days when he was born. We stayed in the NICU, stayed in the hospital for 45 days. Roughest 45 days as a parent, I tell you what. Like, but better times ahead. Good times ahead after that. You're not wrong there, Epic. You're not wrong there. Why have the Stars been so bad? Well, because they had a bunch of roster changes. I wouldn't say the Stars are bad. They're just running into a lot of teams right now that want to win more than them. I will say this until my dying breath. The will of a team will beat a skilled team 9 times out of 10 if that skilled team doesn't match the will. You could have, put it in soccer terms, you could have Lionel Messi and Ronaldo and Henry and a bunch of superstars on your team. But if they're not willing to play with grit and play with will, that team that doesn't have a superstar on it will play with the grit and play with the will. And they'll just beat your skills. So that's why I always say, skill has to match the will. If you have all the skill and no will, I mean, that's the Leafs. No, that's just, the Leafs are the Leafs. Nobody has an explanation of why they go so good to so bad. They're just the Leafs. Like, as my wife is a Leaf fan, just Leafs. You're not wrong, Giannis. Got to score more. Absolutely. The Oilers got to get back to shooting mentality. Enough of this passing pucks into the net. Just got to score. To me, if you have the puck in the slot and you're 25, 30 feet away from the net, take a shot. What is the worst that's going to happen? The goalie makes a save, puts a rebound in the corner. Okay. Retrieve the puck and do it again. What's the best that can happen? You take that shot. You score a goal. Or you cause chaos in front. You get an ugly, greasy one. Oilers got to start playing ugly. I've said this all year. They have to start playing ugly. You're not going to win games pretty anymore. That's just not today's NHL. You have to win ugly. Yep. You're not wrong. So this third period is, for me, this third period is the period you have to step it up. Like, you're playing against a tired team that played last night in Columbus. Empty your tank. This 20 minutes, empty it. Who cares what else is going on? Right? A shot on goal is never a bad play. Tell that to McDavid, though. Tell that to Mr. McDavid, who doesn't shoot enough. In my eyes, I honestly don't think he shoots enough. Again, Oilers took 6 shots that period. They're 1 for 4 on the power play. Rangers are 0 for 2 on the power play. Hits are 14-13 for the Oilers. Block shots are 14-7 for the Rangers. Giveaways 10 for the Oilers, 9 for the Rangers. Takeaways 5 for the Oilers, 3 for the Rangers. Face-off percentages are Rangers because Draisaitl keeps getting thrown out of the face-off dot. Don't ask me why, but it is what it is. Oilers got outshot 6-8 that period.
Point, the power play goal.
Not good enough.
Just put it there. If you watch the sticks of the New York Rangers, and we've talked about it at length throughout this game, this is a good stick checking team. They lead by the stick.
You'll see him soon. I honestly think he's going to come back Thursday against Winnipeg.
And they're going to make you pay. They're going to turn pucks over. So you've got to be a little sharper, a little quicker with your decisions. When you get chances like that,
I want to see Trent Friedrich.
To the net instead of trying to force it through his
That's
stick.
who I'm excited to see is Friedrich.
You know, this is a team that so often can find a way to break through and make that big play. It seems like it's been.
I wouldn't say that, Yanis. Klingberg could be a big piece for the playoffs.
Leon Draisaitl, 5 goals, 10 goals for the rest
I'm intrigued to see what he can do on the third pair with Kulak.
Difficulties putting the puck in the net, elevate your shooting.
The Oilers.
I think we're too rough on a guy that hadn't played hockey in 2 years.
Now, Louis, we saw Edmonton get a little
Just my humble
in the
opinion.
third on
Obviously,
Long
my
Island
opinion
Friday
doesn't
night.
matter.
So I think that magnifies your point. If you can
Like
find
they say,
pucks
opinions
over
are like
the net, maybe
assholes.
You have some odd number
We've already
of
heard
guys
enough from
if
yours.
You pay the price to get there.
And the thing is, we always hear coaches talk about being predictable. If you're constantly trying to stop up, make plays, a little backhand pass, a pass through traffic, a pass through stick, nobody really knows if it's going to get through. Where should I go? Where should I be? But if you have a direct plan to get pucks into the zone, get them to the net, have a drive to the net, take a defenseman with you to open up some space, you know the puck is going there. It's a much different plan.
Evan Bouchard up the gut for Connor Brown, crisscrossing with Perry at the line.
Don't be sorry.
Defended by Bourne.
I will never tell you who to cheer for, man. I will never hold a gun to your head or anything like that to tell you got to cheer for the team I cheer for.
Until 2 a.m. last night, local time. Centering pass broken up from Corey Perry.
You cheer for your team, man. I know you're a Maple Leaf fan. I don't know why you want the Rangers to win, but I guess making money is important too. I get that for
Try and
sure.
take the legs right away from the Rangers.
If you're driving to the net, you're putting that much more pressure on them. Here's McDavid against Keandre Miller. Feeds Stetcher a shot that drifted wide. Kapanen back on it for the Oilers. Cuts in front. Lost it off his back.
Kapanen loses the puck at the blue line. That's what I mean, though. The Oilers forwards give the puck away so much. So much.
Little double clutch again. He came out of that behind the net. Nice shot by Stetcher to get it down deep. He thought about going to McDavid, then he thought about going to the point.
Here's McDavid off the rush. Whistling one wide. Held in brilliantly by Emerson. That was good play to give Podkolzin second leg. McDavid got timer crushed on net by Arvidsson and a save. Good read by Shesterkin pushing off to get there. Carrick comes up with a rebound but didn't get it out. Kulak back down low. Arvidsson defended by Jones. He'll protect. Slide it to Podkolzin. Wrapped around for Emerson. Podkolzin looking to shake off Carrick. Gives it up. Nugent Hopkins.
Come on, Hopkins, do something.
Good cycle established by Edmonton. A drive by Emerson floats wide. Rebound, you've got Zach Jones.
Arvidsson, Hopkins, and Podkolzin. Lots of nines, lots of threes.
For Nugent Hopkins. He's had good numbers historically against the Rangers. Emerson shoots one. Spent a year in the Ranger organization. Did tie
17 and a half left to go in the game. Shots are 19-15 for the Oilers. 1-1 tie game. Oilers are 1 for 4 on the power play. Rangers are 0 for 2.
Here's Adam Fox. Didn't get it out.
Goal scored by Corey Perry, assisted by Draisaitl and Hopkins. Cooley answered for the Rangers.
Third period, each of their last 2 visits to MSG. This one nudged out finally by Panarin. Adam Fox.
Oh, excuse me.
Stripped back to the red line. It'll be 4 years ago tomorrow that Chris Knobloch actually coached a game for the New York Rangers in this building on St. Patty's Day 2021. And the Rangers marked his first game with a 9-0 shellacking of the Philadelphia Flyers. Mika Zibanejad had a 6-point period on that night. Bad goal for the starter head coaching career, +9. Here's Draisaitl for Connor Brown. David Quinn and his staff at that time had COVID. A drive by Nurse snagged.
Hey, a shot on net and a whistle. I'll take it.
In the third period, and Edmonton has spent virtually all of it in the Rangers' zone.
Yeah, they needed more of this. Great drive up the ice by McDavid. He elects to try that shot. Now you think, okay, he missed the net. Great keep in by Henderson. Guess what? Because of that shot, creates a little chaos, and that pass is open as Arvidsson gets lost in the shuffle, and a nice wicked one-timer that Shesterkin has to save. So McDavid early on gets the puck to the net, creates that little bit of havoc and chaos, and the next shift goes out there, the Nugent-Hopkins line, and they hemmed in the Rangers for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And it's about building on shift after shift.
Yeah, well, yeah, as you should, though, Noah. You played last night. Like, I'm glad to see what the Oilers are doing this period. Like, keep it in this zone, as the Oilers should. The Oilers should absolutely be dominating this period. Rangers played last night in Columbus, back-to-back. It matters. I know people don't want to hear it, but that matters. Hey, Grandma, how's it going?
Last year, the Oilers had 27 wins by 3 or more goals. This year, they have 12. And that's why we say nothing has come easy for this hockey club.
And I think the grind shows.
That's offside.
Against the Rangers as they attack the Edmonton line.
Like it does. I mean,
it's mental as much as anything.
Absolutely, emotionally, mentally. I mean, especially taxing for the top players. There's been a lot of talk, about McDavid this year. Is he tired? Is he fatigued? Well, when you're chasing the game and you're grinding in that close of games every single night, I mean, this is a team that could usually find a way to open up that scoring in the last few years, separate from teams, put a game away. Hasn't been as easy this year. And we just talked about it, so did Bob in the intermission.
You're not wrong, Trucker.
They're just not getting enough production down the lineup, and it needs to improve.
Skinner to handle the dump in by Kreider. Brodzinski, centering pass. Kreider in the vicinity, but Stetcher forked it away. Held in by Fox, taken by Darnell Nurse. He looks up ice and hits Stetcher. From the red line, he'll snap it around. That got through Shesterkin. Here's Connor Brown. Draisaitl. Hemmed in by a pair of Rangers. Knifed and eventually tossed off the glass and back through center. Connor Brown lays it back for Bouchard. Rangers peel off on a change in Edmonton.
15 minutes left to go in the third period. Shots are 20-15 for the Oilers. 1-1 hockey game. Bouchard holds the puck in the Oilers zone. McDavid speeding up. Bouchard rips it in deep. McDavid in a puck battle in the corner. Loses it. Bouchard keeps it in. Bouchard skates. Passes. That wasn't a shot there, Jack. That was a pass. McDavid goes around one player, goes around two. At least he took a shot that time. He finally took a shot and missed the net, though.
Inexplicable maneuver that time from Zibanejad. Here's McDavid circling, using the net as a screen. Pounded on it by Bouchard, and the save made by Shesterkin. Lafreniere will shovel it down the middle. Caught cleanly by Miller in the net. He chucked it high inside. The crowd wanted a call, none forthcoming. Zibanejad jabbed it back to center, where Schneider waits and put it off the skates.
Big save there by Skinner again, keeping his team in it. 21-15, now 21-16 shots for the Oilers. Again, out shooting their opponent, but just can't find that second or third goal.
Up the right-hand side, Brodzinski. He'll fire it to the corner. Played by Stuart Skinner. Brodzinski, a battle in the corner, joined. Hoffman does not have a point in his 13 NHL games, and here he gives it away. Arvidsson, a lead of 3-on-2. Nugent-Hopkins, Arvidsson, snapshot.
Scores! Victor Arvidsson, 2-1 Oilers! Shot from nowhere for Arvy. Holy damn!
Well, he catches Shesterkin, I think. And we just talked about this. Get the puck to the net, take the shot. Don't.
The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna be a buzz like I had last week. I must stay because all you see like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they get sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, blood is just like a boy. Anything live is all good. Let me jump in and turn in the trumpet. A little bit of
By putting a puck on the net.
That
on
is
the
exactly
right-hand
what the
side,
Oilers
and
need
it
to
finds
do.
its way
Put
home.
shots on net. Good things happen. But yeah, Shesterkin went down way too early. Oh, no, it's not good GGs yet there. Not good GGs yet. No, I don't think so. This Oiler team is known to collapse. No, you're not wrong about that, Barbershop. They finally played good defense, and it leads to a good goal. Hopkins gets his second assist of the game.
A wrist shot into traffic, a save, Skinner rebound behind him.
2-1 Edmonton, and just like that, it was almost 2-2.
I think with help from Stetcher.
Skinner got smacked in the head, though.
They may look at this while we're away. Stuart Skinner's headgear has been dislodged, but not his lead. Edmonton 2, the New York Rangers 1.
What are you talking about?
Arvidsson underneath the bar.
What are you talking about, man?
Congrats.
Did you not see what I just saw? That wasn't him almost letting that in. That was him getting pushed. Like, he got interfered with twice. Dude, no, don't be that guy. Like, don't be that guy. That wasn't even close to going in, man. Like, and then he got hit in the head for his troubles. Damn, Skinner, fuck. I wish I could tell you guys as much as I know. Like, I really wish I could tell you guys as much as I know about the ins and outs of what's going on. You're not wrong, Epic. You're not wrong. Like, they realize they're getting paid by the Oilers, right? No, you're not wrong, though. Shesterkin should have stayed up a little bit.
Weekdays
But
from 4
hey,
to 6
Rangers fans aren't going to jump all over the guy for letting that goal in. If that was a goal let in by Skinner, man, the Oilers media would be all over the bad goal. The Oilers fan base on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, they'd be saying nasty things. I can't tell you, though. That's the thing.
Close call here before we go to break. You're going to see Sam Carrick, and he does jam the pad as Stuart Skinner. No whistle on the play, so he continues to battle away. Skinner thinks he has it frozen, but you're going to see his right pad get jammed back to the goal line by Sam Carrick. And you're going to see this puck. It's just underneath the skate of Stuart Skinner, but does not cross the line. That was close as it came
That's
back.
not a puck, that's a stick, you idiot.
The tuck blade.
Hey, Oilers are good. How are
I
you?
do believe because Carrick pushed that pad, probably wouldn't have counted anyway.
How you been, my friend?
Surprised they could actually still see that puck in that scrum, but there was no
They
whistle.
couldn't. Now you're just making things up.
Former Ranger goalie Henrik Lundqvist on hand. He was the goalie last time the Rangers made the Stanley Cup final, losing in 5 games to the LA Kings in 2014. Here's Draisaitl.
No, and I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. I say hi to you, too.
That's stolen by Adam Fox. Rangers have lost 2 of the last 3 Eastern Conference Finals to Tampa and Florida.
No, you're not wrong, Barbershop. You're not wrong. So I guess when you're the best in your position, you're allowed to get away with things. You're absolutely right about
15
that.
losses in 19 games. Sabanajek.
That looked to be offside.
That's onside. Open as Miller. Wide open. Stepped it in front.
Big save by Skinner there. 12 and a half left to go in the game. 2-1 Edmonton, but there's the Bouchard giveaway machine that we all know and love.
Miller calling for it. Wide open in front. Morgan couldn't pull the trigger. Wow, Miller's wide open, and they're giving him the shot. This time he tried to take it off the stick of Bouchard.
Oilers forwards are tired out there. They're just standing still.
Once again, it's Miller in front.
Draisaitl's stick snaps in half.
Bump it home. Draisaitl's stick is shattered.
Get an icing.
Wallman an attempted clear.
Get an icing.
Down for JT. Back down low for Sabanajek. On to Morgan. JT Miller healed 1-1.
Bouchard should have looked up and just dumped the puck out. Brown's been out there for almost 2 minutes. Perry's been out there for a minute and a half.
Morgan, a shot redirected beautifully
Thank you, Skinner, for making the save.
At the expense of Alexis Lafreniere.
This period brought to you by Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home of no payments, no interest.
I already told you too much, bud. I already told you that one of the Oilers players' kids was in the hospital for 10 days. Ekholm is sick, and Hyman tweaked his kneecap in the last game against the Islanders. So he'll be out for a week or so. Day to day, as they say.
David up the left-hand side.
But you haven't lost yet, Noah. This game is still in the balance.
Yeah, he is.
Rangers are working him hard, yeah.
I don't know.
Rangers are one of those teams that they can score in bunches.
Other than Bond.
Seems like every NHL team is that team, though. Punches and bunches.
Offensive zone face-off for the Rangers. 11.5 to play in regulation.
Best goalie to never win a cup.
To grind out a split in these 4 games in New York State.
In my honest opinion, the best goalie to never win a cup.
A return to
Hendrik Lundqvist.
second place and within 4 points of first place Vegas.
He was way too loyal to you guys, to the Rangers.
Still a distinct possibility.
He should have left in his last 2 years and gone to a cup contender.
Against Buffalo yesterday and shut out in a dismal performance today in the Motor City.
But much like Sidney Crosby, he's loyal to that team. I'd say Lundqvist was better than Carey Price.
Drives his way up ice. The trailer's nurse. The blocker save made by Shesterkin. And we've got kind of a goaltender interference, it looks like. Meanwhile, Brzezinski drag move, and then Stetcher read it well, and then a centering
Power play coming up for the Rangers.
Cross-checking will be the call.
Apparently they're getting McDavid for cross-checking.
That's as angry as we've seen Jeff Skinner all year long.
He's drawn 2 penalties in this game. Probably could have drawn 2 more that weren't called, and he wasn't happy about that. One in the second period, driving to the net. He was
Jeff Skinner's taking a penalty because he got hit and he got cross-checked and the guy got away with it. And then he cross-checked back and got one.
Goes through, and this is Darnell Russo. He felt he was taken down in that play. He went into Shesterkin. But here's
There's a cross-check right there. So why are you not calling that cross-check? Oh my stars, these refs are unbelievable. They're out to get both teams tonight. It's all good though. It's all good.
Morgan went down, they saw the cross-check, and that's the call.
Rangers' third power play of the night. They're 0 for 2. Let's make them 0 for 3.
I think that emotional engagement that we just showed you
Yeah, absolutely.
is indicative of that.
Let's just kill this. We got 10 minutes left to go in the game. Kill it and just add to the lead.
All right, if we're going to call that, what is the standard?
They haven't really set a standard in this game.
Here's Miller to
It's like Louis just said, there is no standard in this game. We're just going to blindly call things. Great save by Skinner. I mean, it is Francis St. Law, or whatever his name is. I had to look because they've been bad.
That's where they're getting their chances from, is from that right flank.
Yeah, it's Francis St. Laurent reffing the game tonight. No, he bet for the Rangers to win. Yeah, he bet against the Oilers. You're not wrong. Like, anything less than 10 minutes in the third period, let them go. Like, they're not going to go out there and hurt each other. Just let them play hockey. Enough with this crap that gets called and doesn't get called. Let the players play. Both sides. I'm saying that for both sides. Both teams, all teams. Let the teams play.
Curled it back. Sent across to Fox. This shot saves him. Rebound. Left hand. Stuart Skinner rolls the man. Fox. JT Miller fanned. And Connor Brown will come over.
Skinner with a huge freaking save.
Skinner a tremendous stop on Savannah Jack. Fox. Savannah Jack put it between the legs of Nurse to the net. Shoveled in front. Picked up by Walden. Kreider has it's Fox. Wild action. Panarin. Zibanejad with the Rangers pressing for the equalizer. 9:20 to play. Tyler Miller, and he missed the net.
What a save by Skinner. 30 seconds left to go in the power play. 9 minutes left to go in regulation. Bad line change by the Oilers.
Over the line with Fox. Zibanejad. Back to Fox. Dishes off. Miller. Chipped it in front. Played to Panarin. Drag back. Fox. Shot. Blocked.
Blocked in front. 12 seconds left.
Kreider is going to see it picked off. That's going to be
2-on-1 Oilers.
Colson and Kevin and Colson. And that shot disrupted by Fox.
Adam Fox with a great block there.
What an opportunity, short-handed for Edmonton. The Oilers only have 3 shorties all year. Dug out of the corner. Penalty is over. 5-on-5. Lead pass. Bouchard takes Trocheck off his feet. Trocheck's on half piece. He finishes a check on Wallman.
They get a stick on stick.
Here's McDavid in over the line. Tries to follow it up. Bouchard. Pace is really picked up here. The desperation evident really from both sides.
Big hit attempt by Morgan on Bouchard. Ole.
Trocheck to Miller. Morgan across. Trocheck. Top pass on the
8 minutes left to go in the third period. Draisaitl to McDavid. McDavid can't get the shot off. That looked dangerous though. McDavid just gets tackled. No call on the play though. I mean, you're not going to get a call with 7 minutes left to go in the third period. But with 11 minutes, you'll get a call. Woo! It's a good game, folks. It's a good game to be a fan of hockey. Whether you're an Oilers fan, Rangers fan, or just a fan of hockey, this has been a good game. 7 minutes left to go in regulation. 2-1 Edmonton. Shots at 21-20 for the Oilers.
Schneider wheeling his way around Nugent Hopkins. Heading for the net, puts the brakes on against Kulak. Nugent Hopkins rolled over. Carrick jumps on the puck for New York behind the net. Rimpe. Jones to the middle, picked off. Lead pass, Max Jones.
Next broadcast will be Tuesday against Utah at 7 o'clock Mountain Time. That's ridiculous. Why would you bet that much money on a goalie that doesn't get shutouts in his career, let alone against the Islanders? That's a lot of money to be betting, man.
Back inside the New York line. 6.5 to go. Crowd of 18,000 on its feet. Miller stays on side, trying to hit Zibanejad. Let off a skate. Adam Fox heading for the net. Dishes off. One-timer coming. Block shot.
Blocked by Wallman. That one hurt.
Big swing of the stick by Zibanejad. Adam Henrique likely.
And that'll be icing against the Oilers with 6:10 left to go in the third period.
Play Alberta has over 400 casino games to
Yeah,
discover.
these one-goal hockey games are a thing of the
Free
past.
spins.
Nobody plays defense anymore. Everybody wants to win games 7-1, 6-5.
With the left pad, this one stays there, tries to chop it up over top. I think he might have got a glove.
You're not wrong, Noah.
Glove and a
Some
pad,
people
but
can
just
afford
an
that stupid
excellent
stuff.
reaction.
I can't either.
Stuart Skinner to read that play, find the loose puck, and make a big save.
Artemi Panarin with 6 minutes to go. Rangers can ill afford a loss here at home.
6 minutes left in the game. Rangers down 2-1.
17 at home as compared to just 16 wins. Centering pass intercepted by Perry.
Perry.
It's Trocheck. Bill Sherman in deep. Shesterkin off the glass. That eluded Draisaitl. Here's Will Cooley taking the puck up ice. He'll move it. Trocheck a shot missed high glove.
And that's out the zone. 5.5 minutes left to go in the third period. Shots are 21-20 for the Oilers. 2-1 Edmonton. Trying to hold on to the lead. Trying to do what they haven't been able to do lately is hold on to the lead. Shots from anywhere. I wish the Oilers would do more of it. I wish the Oilers would do more shooting and less passing. We need to take the Rangers mentality. Again, there's a pass by McDavid that should have been a shot. If that was a Ranger player, that's a shot on net. At least a shooting attempt. No, not the Oilers. They passed the puck. Pass the puck. Pass the puck. Shoot the fucking puck. I'll switch you teams, Noah. You become the passing team that barely wins games, and we'll become the shooting team. Jesus. Aggravating that you work so hard to get to center of the ice and you pass the puck away. 4 minutes left to go in regulation. Oilers 2, Rangers 1. Not much separating the two teams right now. 21-20 shots of the Oilers. Oilers are 1 for 4 on the power play. Rangers are 0 for 3. Arvidsson scores the goal in the third period to give the Oilers the 2-1 lead. Perry scored the first goal in the first period to give the Oilers a 1-0 lead on the power play. Cooley tied the game up in the second period 1-1. That's where we stood until Arvidsson scores top shelf off the post, bar down. Shot save made by Skinner with 3:11 left in the third period.
With 20 stops tonight, it's 2-1 in favor of the Edmonton Oilers. Stuart Skinner robbing Zibanejad.
Hey guys, we have a Ranger fan saying that Skinner's playing Vezina like it's not us that's getting goalie tonight, guys. Usually it's the other way around, Noah. You've been here a while. You know it's the other way around usually. Usually it's the Oilers that go up against Vezina reincarnated. Oh, hey guys, we're frustrating the Rangers fans. That's something new to us. That's what the Oilers don't do most nights. Usually it's the other team's goalie making 10-bell save after 10-bell save after 10-bell save. And we're sitting here scratching our head, 50 shots in, 1 goal. What has just happened? Eddie Smuck can take the Oilers to the cup final. Jesus. I disagree with that, though. I disagree with that, Hova. I understand where you're coming from, but I disagree with it. But it's okay. Hey, every opinion is welcome, guys. I won't bash you for your opinion. I won't tell you any different. That's how you feel, and that's fair. Like, that's a fair point. I may not agree with it, but I'm not going to tell you you're wrong. I just don't agree with it. If it were so easy, why doesn't Colorado go to the final every year? He didn't lose the team culture. He tried to implement a defensive system that's not Oilers, that the Oilers players don't know how to play, and he wouldn't change. He refused to change. He brought in the 1-3-1 that doesn't work with teams that have high-powered offenses.
Conservatively over to Kulak for Nurse. Up the left-hand side.
God, no. Now you're just talking nonsensical. McDavid shoots and scores! Connor McFucking-David takes a shot, scores a goal. Excuse my language. What happens when you shoot the puck, 9-7?
I mean, right from the start of this period, Connor McDavid came out the first shift and let a shot go, and that set the tempo.
Everybody in the car, so come on, let's ride to the liquor store around the corner. The boys say they want some gin and juice, but I really don't wanna be a buzz like I had last week. I must stay because Courtney and Steve are like Angela, Pamela, Sandra, and Rita. And as I continue, you know they getting sweeter. So what can I do? I really bag you, my lord. To me, son, is just like a boy. Anything fly, it's all good. Let me jump in.
That was a missile. That's why I don't understand why he doesn't shoot more.
That is Ryan Nugent
Guys,
Hopkins' first
he has a freaking missile of a shot. 3-1 Edmonton. Connor McDavid and Hopkins gets the assist. His third assist of the night.
Have to have other guys pulling on the rope, producing. And obviously McDavid's the one that scores the goal, but he's...
Thank you, Helga. I try and make it entertaining. Even when there's dull points in the game, I will make it as entertaining as I am. Oof! And when the Oilers are getting blown out, you see my frustration. If you guys have ever seen a stream, I'm frustrated at times. Kimo, you're not wrong. It baffles me that the entire time McDavid has skated to that part of the ice, he passes. He shoots one time and he scores. It's a miracle.
He was the man with a quick up to Nugent Hopkins in the neutral zone. Net is empty here, Louis.
You're not wrong, Trucker. He needs to do that more often. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third period. 3-1 Edmonton. Shots are 23-20. And an empty net for the Rangers. I don't have all the bells and whistles that... Hey, don't say that. Don't say that. Kulak with the secondary assist. You guys are wondering why I go silent sometimes. I do write down all the stats that happen. The power plays, the giveaways, the goals, everything. So when I do the post-game recaps, I'm informed. I'm not just talking out my butthole sometimes. 1:50 left to go in the third period. You're not wrong. Like, just shoot when you should shoot. You know, when you do the work to open up the lanes. Nice play there by the Rangers to not go offside. 1.5 minutes left to go in the third period. 3-1 Edmonton. Shots are 23-20. Goal scored by Perry. Arvidsson, McDavid for the Oilers. Cooley gets sandwiched in the middle of the three for the Rangers.
Miller rolls up top, drops it off for Panarin. A shot to save Skinner, rebound.
Stu! Huge 2 saves there by Skinner. He's been watching Picard make the saves. He's like, anything you can do, I can do better.
Wondering about Ozempic? Just ask your doctor.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, no. It's just refreshing to see another team's fan base say they got goalied. Because usually that's the Oilers, honestly. Oh. You're not wrong. And remember, guys, I don't want to be the guy that called it, but I told you guys, this team has a flick of a switch. And I don't like it. I don't like this team that can play so bad for 10 games. And it's like, oh, flick, switches on, let's go. It's aggravating watching this team play nightly. Be good, and then bad. There is no middle ground with this team. You're not wrong. This New York, you're not wrong, Epic. Maybe this is the spark this team needed. Go to New York, get some New York lovin'. The Big Apple lovin'. Get some Big Apple treats. I don't know. Let's bottle this up. Take it with us to when we play Utah on Tuesday. Because the road doesn't get easier. Oh, there's McDavid overskating the puck. And a block by Woolman.
Ricochets off Woolman and out of play. And McDavid can't believe he had that game on his stick.
I can't make it up, man. Like, it just, this flick of the switch team is, and it's been this way for the last at least 5 years. There's no middle ground with this team.
Who's had a strong performance, only his second game back after missing.
New York gotta suffer for Edmonton to succeed. I don't want to say that, but it seems that way. McDavid gives it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl backhander, missed the net. 45 seconds left to go in the third period. 3-1 Edmonton. We need Hopkins to get a goal. They're trying to get him the puck.
Zibanejad whips it around the boards for JT Miller. 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, those are 3 must-wins.
Panarin, Miller. Panarin does well to hold the zone. Adam Fox.
I'd throw the 2 Seattle games in there as well. Good block again by Wallman.
A layer of defense in front of Skinner. Finally dragged free. Still loose. Tucked back in front. Nugent Hopkins can't clear.
Hopkins gives the puck away. 10 seconds left to go in regulation. The Oilers have won this game. It's just a matter of it's 3-1, 4-1, or 3-2. And it'll be 3-1. Play La Bomba, baby! I'll see you guys on the other side. Do I think the Rangers are cooked next year? Not next year, no. Do I think you're cooked this year? It'll all depend on how Ottawa does going forward. I'll be completely honest with you. It will all depend on how Ottawa does moving forward. McDavid's limping. That's not good. You know what? I'm okay with that. Oilers are good. I'm okay with how that game ended because that shows me that this team actually can play defense when it matters. This team can close out games when it matters. And you're not wrong, Joe. It is about time we saw goal scoring by people other than McDavid and Draisaitl. Yes, McDavid got one, but Arvidsson and Perry getting one. Hopkins stepping up with the assists. Stuart Skinner showing us why he's still in consideration to be the Oilers' #1 goalie. Like, I hate to be that guy that told you so, but I told you so. If you follow me on TikTok, I told Stuart For Real. You guys know who Stuart For Real is. He's a really huge Oiler fan. I told him Skinner was playing this game and Skinner was going to shut it down. You know what? You're not wrong, Yanis. You're not wrong. But sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Good win. Good win, man. Moving on, we got the Utah Hockey Club coming into Edmonton on Tuesday. Right behind them is the Winnipeg Jets. Oilers will be home for a stretch here. We're home for 4. And then we're in Seattle for 1, home for 1. So, hey, enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you all for being here. My name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. Don't believe everything you read don't believe everything you read online. Some of it is just for your entertainment. Trust me, I do things to spark a rise out of people. It's fun that way. You guys have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Let me see you on Tuesday. Doses.